cyanoalgae outbreak. So I had like pink slime all over this green hair algae and it just looked atrocious. Guys, it's been a long time coming. This saltwater tank is not doing good right now. I will say I had an insane power outage that literally took out this tank, almost 90% of it. I tried to save what I could, but I finally am back at home. I'm having trouble maintaining this hair algae. Like I said, this is my first time doing saltwater. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm holding it off because y'all are gonna be kind of mind blown how dirty it looks. I'm gonna try and clean a little bit while I'm still right here so y'all can at least see some stuff. So we'll go one by one. I'll tell you what made it and I'll tell you what didn't make it. So here, boom, here's a tank. It's obviously very dirty. That's a Duncan polyp. That's that same one. It has an other head that's underneath right there. Obviously the green hair algae is pretty insane. I don't know how to get taken care of for that. Here's another Duncan polyp that has like 6 to 10 heads. There is just a rock I bought that came with coral on it. There is the GSP that I originally bought that was on that back wall. It's doing all right. It's gone through its phases. Those were supposed to be xenia. So I bought pulsing xenia that came with those polyps, and those are the only things that made it from that bad power outage that I had. That black ocellaris I accompanied with that black ice. Sadly, none of the other fish made it. The fish like the goby did not make it, sadly, RIP. Let me think what else. A lot of the snails and hermit crabs did not make that power outage. Like I said, most things did die. I'm taking them out right now, but I just wanted to let you guys know this information. Example, I had 2 turbo snails because of how dirty this tank was. They did not make it. To give you guys some context, this tank is approximately 6 months old now. I did try and put rainbow bubble tip anemone that did not make it. That rainbow bubble tip is dead. Been gone. RIP rainbow bubble tip. I'm trying to remember that it was half yellow, half pink. Yeah, that fish is dead too. That fish did not make it after like the first couple weeks, hiding in the rocks. And then one day a hermit crab grabbed onto his face, so he's dead. That fish is gone. This tank isn't doing too well, if I'm being completely honest. A lot of stuff has died. I haven't been able to update it as much as I'd like, but now that it's in its forever spot, I'm trying my best now at this point. But I had a huge power outage. It was like a week where I didn't have any power, so I moved everything to a new spot, tried to bring it back. The way the tank looks right now, it did not look this bad before that power outage had happened. So right now I'm gonna do my best to save this tank. You guys are gonna watch me clean it up. All right, and a couple more things before I get this tank looking spiffy and clean. It had a huge cyanoalgae outbreak, so I had pink slime all over this green hair algae and it just looked atrocious. This tank has gone through it, I'm not gonna lie. That's why in this video we're gonna be doing it justice, and I'm gonna make sure this tank gets cleaned the right way. I'm gonna be trying my best way to get out this green hair algae. I'm gonna do my best to take it all out, and I want to get this tank looking back to good, like as how when I had it, the sand was nice and white, the tank was nice and clear, the rock was nice and clean. Just another little context, this rock is like a 30 or 40 pound rock. It's all one piece. Of course, they were all glued together. Man-made rock. It is live rock, but it's a huge sculpture, so if it looks different than the last structure that I had, that's why. I bought it all as one unit, and then I bought these rocks separate as little pieces. That way the coral didn't take over this giant rock. Starting the time lapse now. After a little while, this is the tank in all its glory. She's completely cleaned. I was not able to get all of the hair algae. I have no idea what I need to clean that. I tried peeling it off with my fingers. I tried scraping it off with like a little brush. Tell me if y'all think I need to get a sea urchin, or if I need to get more snails, or if I need to get more hermit crabs. I'm genuinely curious what actually gets hair algae the best. Other than that, this is the tank. I cleaned the glass really good. I got the sand very good. Of course, the corals did not like that. So with that being said, the tank does look a good bit better. Like I said, I got the sand a good bit. I tried to get as much of the hair algae off as I could. Completely got it looking better than it was before. That was really just a quick update on the tank. Me showing you guys how I have it set up from 6 months ago when I first set it up originally. And just to let you guys know, this is the new build as opposed to the Facebook Marketplace build. So I'm gonna have a lot more updates here to come. All right, was it the best water change in the world? Probably not, but did it do it justice? Most certainly. This is the tank after a decent water change. Yes, there is still muck right there. And I tried to grab the most of it that I could. I cleaned the sand off pretty well. It looks very nice, a lot better than it did before. Does it look more quick clip after feeding the fish? Look how good this Duncan polyp looks. Literally has like 10 to 12 heads on it. I thought it had 6 to 10, but after counting, it has definitely more than 10. Has a bunch of little heads at the bottom that are in between the big heads. And it's doing amazing. That water change did it justice. That one is doing really good. As you can see, it has that second head on the bottom left. It's kind of hard to see. It's right there. And then, yeah, here is the tank. It looks really good. Still need to get that green hair algae. But yep, this is a day later after the water change. Like I said, guys, please let me know any information. I'm trying to soak it up like a sponge. I don't know a lot about this. I grew up doing freshwater tanks only, so I'm not really familiar with these. I'm learning as I go. With this huge outbreak, it did really happen when that power outage started. It really went bad. So anything that y'all can do, like if that, I heard sea urchins are good, y'all let me know if it'll actually work. I had a lot of snails. They didn't really eat the hair algae. I had a lot of hermit crabs. They didn't really eat the hair algae. I didn't really notice that they were doing that much, but maybe it's because my tank was so dirty. But like I said, let me know. Of course, I'll keep y'all updated with videos to come. See y'all in the next video.